Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got some absolutely explosive news for all you Dallas Cowboys fans and NFL lovers out there. This just dropped and it's sending shockwaves through the league. It's about Christian Wilkins and his potential move to the Dallas Cowboys. If you don't know, Christian Wilkins has been one of the most talked about defensive tackles in the NFL over the last few years, known for his powerful presence in the trenches and his ability to disrupt offenses in ways that most interior linemen simply can't. But what makes this news so urgent, so bombastic, is the fact that Wilkins, after a roller coaster couple of years, might be suiting up for the Cowboys. And that could change everything for the team's defense this season. Now, let's rewind a bit and talk about Wilkins' journey because it's been quite a ride. Wilkins started off as a first-round pick by the Miami Dolphins back in 2019 and quickly earned a reputation as a fierce, versatile interior lineman who could do it all. Whether it was clogging running lanes or collapsing the pocket on passing downs, Wilkins brought a unique mix of speed, power, and technique. His highlight reels from those Miami days are full of explosive plays, sacks, tackles for loss, and some really disruptive quarterback pressures. He was emerging as one of the best defensive tackles in the league. Then, in 2024, he made a headline-grabbing move to the Las Vegas Raiders, signing a massive 4-year deal reportedly worth around $110 million, with nearly $85 million guaranteed. It was a huge statement signing by the Raiders, who wanted to build a dominant defensive front, and Wilkins was supposed to be the centerpiece of that plan, alongside edge rusher Max Crosby. The expectations were sky high. Unfortunately, Wilkins' time in Las Vegas didn't go as planned. Early in the 2024 season, he suffered a severe foot injury, specifically a Jones fracture, which is notoriously tricky to come back from. This injury sidelined him for most of the season, limiting him to just 5 games. That was a massive blow, not only to Wilkins personally, but also to the Raiders' defensive plans. The injury sparked a bit of controversy behind the scenes, with reports suggesting the Raiders pushed Wilkins to get additional surgery or aggressive rehab, while Wilkins reportedly resisted some of those demands. This disagreement eventually led to the Raiders releasing him, a shocking move given the size of his contract and the guarantees involved. The Raiders tried to void about $35 million in guaranteed money, claiming Wilkins didn't meet the terms of his rehab, which kicked off a legal battle with the NFL Players Association. Wilkins filed a grievance disputing the Raiders' attempt to void those guarantees, so there's some real drama off the field too. So here we are in late 2025. Wilkins is technically a free agent, talented, but with an injury history and legal questions looming. This is exactly the kind of high-risk, high-reward signing that can make or break a team's offseason. Enter the Dallas Cowboys. Reports have been swirling recently that Wilkins has agreed to personal terms with the Cowboys pending a successful physical, which is huge news because Dallas has been quietly looking to strengthen their defensive line, especially the interior pass, rush, and run defense. Over the past few seasons, while Dallas has had success with their edge rushers like Micah Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence, their defensive tackle position hasn't been quite as impactful as they'd hoped. They've struggled at times to generate pressure up the middle, or to consistently stop powerful running attacks, which is crucial in today's NFL, where controlling the line of scrimmage can win games. If Wilkins is healthy, adding him alongside the recently acquired Kenny Clark would give Dallas one of the most formidable interior defensive lines in the league. Clark and Wilkins together could dominate run lanes, collapse pockets, and free up linebackers to make plays all over the field. That's a scary thought for opposing offenses and a big upgrade for Dallas. But as exciting as this potential signing is, it comes with significant risks. First and foremost, there's the medical side of things. Wilkins's foot injury is not something to take lightly. Jones fracture requires careful rehab, and there's always a chance of lingering issues or re-injury, which could limit his effectiveness or availability. The Cowboys' medical staff will undoubtedly scrutinize his condition thoroughly before finalizing any deal. On top of that, the contract itself will likely be structured very differently from his previous mega deal with the Raiders. Dallas is known for being cautious with big free agent contracts, especially with players coming off injury. So guarantees will probably be limited or tied to playing time and health milestones. There might be roster bonuses and incentives sprinkled in, designed to protect Dallas financially if Wilkins can't return to form. From Wilkins' perspective, that might be frustrating, but it's a reality of the business, especially given the legal dispute with the Raiders hanging over his head. Both sides have to find middle ground. Beyond the financials and medicals, there's the question of how Wilkins fits culturally and socially within the Cowboys locker room. Reports about Wilkins' personality and behavior have been mixed. There was a bizarre incident reported where Wilkins allegedly made an awkward move towards a teammate, an attempt at a kiss that raised some eyebrows. While it's not clear how serious that was or what impact it has, Dallas is a tight-knit locker room that values cohesion and professionalism. Any potential signing will have to mesh well with the team's culture and not cause locker room distractions. The Cowboys have worked hard under coach Mike McCarthy and defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus to build a team identity, one focused on discipline, hard work, and unity. If Wilkins can bring his talent and fit into that mold, this could be a perfect marriage. If not, it could become a headache quickly. Strategically, adding Wilkins could be a game changer for Dallas's defensive scheme. His ability to clog running lanes and push the pocket could allow linebackers like Micah Parsons and Keanu Neal to roam more freely and make plays, turning Dallas into a nightmare for opposing offenses. Defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus is known for his creative fronts and blitz packages, and having a dynamic interior lineman like Wilkins gives him more options to disguise pressures and create mismatches. It also provides much-needed depth, as Dallas's defensive line rotation can be tested over a long season. Wilkins might not be able to play every snap early on as he gets back into football shape, but even a situational role would significantly boost Dallas's defense. In key third and long situations, having a disruptive presence up the middle can force quarterbacks to hold the ball longer, leading to sacks or errant throws. But again, this signing isn't without pitfalls. If Wilkins isn't fully healthy or can't reach the same level he displayed in Miami before the injury, this deal could backfire spectacularly. Dallas would be stuck with a huge contract for a player who can't contribute, much like what the Raiders are dealing with now. It's a high-stakes gamble. Yet, if Wilkins can come back strong, this could elevate the Cowboys' defense from very good to elite, possibly pushing them deep into the playoffs or even the Super Bowl conversation. Financially, the Cowboys will have to navigate this carefully. They already have significant cap commitments to key players like Dak Prescott, Micah Parsons, and CeeDee Lamb, among others. Wilkins' contract, even if restructured, will take a sizable bite out of their salary cap. That means Dallas might need to make tough decisions elsewhere, whether that's cutting some veterans, restructuring other contracts, or managing bonuses carefully. It's a balancing act, but one that the front office, led by GM Jerry Jones and team executives, are known to handle shrewdly. They don't usually take reckless financial risks unless they're confident in the player's impact. As for the fan reaction, this news is already generating huge buzz. Cowboys fans are excited. Many see Wilkins as the missing piece to an already talented defense. Some are cautiously optimistic, understanding the risks. Others worry about the injury and the potential locker room fit. Social media is buzzing with debates, predictions, and hopes. If the deal happens, expect every Wilkins snap to be dissected and analyzed. fans will be hungry for updates on his health, his practice reps, and his game day performances. Looking ahead, there are several possible outcomes. Ideally, Wilkins passes his physical, signs a contract, and starts contributing early in the season. Over time, he gets back to near peak form, anchoring the Cowboys' defense and becoming a fan favorite. Alternatively, the medicals might raise red flags, and Dallas could back away from the deal or sign Wilkins on a highly conditional basis with minimal guarantees. There's also the chance Wilkins signs, but struggles to regain his old form due to lingering effects of injury or age, which could turn this move into a regrettable one for Dallas. Whatever happens, this story is far from over, and we'll be covering it every step of the way. Thank you so much for tuning in to this urgent and bombastic Dallas Cowboys update. If you're new here and you love deep dives, breaking news, and expert takes on all things NFL, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates on this story or anything else Cowboys related. We'll be bringing you the latest news, analysis, and exclusive content as this saga unfolds. Until next time, stay safe, stay hyped, and as always, go Cowboys.